come to this page, your projects page, and for this new project which we are going to do today, it's called animal sounds. Okay, and I'll show you the end product. It is going to look something like this. Okay, approximately yeah, like this. This is going to be your final project which we are going to do today. Okay, so look at this. Okay, so this is going to be your project where you are going to have different animals, and if you click on the names of that animals, or you can even do it like, you can directly click on these animals to hear the sound of these animals. Okay, so these are the different components that we are going to use. Okay, and we are going to create this app. Okay, so this is going to be the codes, simple codes only, which you can easily understand. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to go again to my projects. I'm going to get a starter project for this because I have already given the animal pictures and sounds for you to use. So for accessing the starter project, you first click on login to gallery. If you have to enter your user ID and password here, please do so. Okay, after that, go and search here for animal sounds starter. Okay, you have to search for this exact same. Okay, animal sounds starter, and give search. Okay, then you will see here animal sounds underscore starter, this project with the Fire Ninja logo. Okay, you have to load app into MIT App Inventor. First one, please click. Once you click, it will load the project. Okay, so it will load as animal sound starter or whatever the thing is. And once loaded, you're going to see a blank project like this, but the project is going to have, if you come in the media, okay, in the startup project, you will find 6 mp3 files which are the sound files, and 6 picture files. Okay, 6 pictures and 6 sounds is what you're going to find in the project. Okay, so the first step that we are going to do here is we have to create a label for giving the name of our app. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to label. I'm going to drag a label component. Okay, drag the label component. You can go and remove the text for label. You can call it animal sounds. Okay, name of your app you're giving here. Okay, now to make the increase the font size, look at the properties of this label. Okay, so you can give font size quite big, so I'm going to give 30. Yeah, very nice. And I can change the color of the font also. Okay, where will I change the color? See, if you come down, you see something called text color. So in this you can give any color. So I'm going to give red color. Okay, so this is animal sounds and it's in red color. If I want to choose a nice beautiful background for my this one, I can give a background color. Okay, so suppose I can give custom colors also. So you can go here and you can choose a nice custom color for your app. Oh, see here, now when I selected the color, it was for the label. Okay, which I don't want. I want it for the screen. Okay, so if you make mistake like this, just remove this and put it as none, and in the screen you change the screen background color. Okay, not accent color, it's background color. So here come to a custom and put any color that you like. I want something lighter shade, so I'm putting this. Okay, so custom. See, after choosing the color you have to press on done, otherwise it's not going to come. So my color looks like this. Okay, now after this I have to make the layout. Okay, so layout is I want 3 animals here and 3 animals below, so totally 6 animals. Okay, so what you can do is go to layout. Okay, make a horizontal arrangement. Okay, horizontal arrangement. Now I want this end to end, so I'm going to go to width. I'm going to say fill the parent. So you see the horizontal arrangement fills the parent. Okay, so now I want 3 buttons inside this. Okay, or 3 pictures, images which they have to click. Okay, inside this. So now if I divide, so this is 100 percentage, right? So if I divide 100 by 3, I get 33.3%. Okay, so approximately 33 is the size which I want for the 3 buttons. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to user interface. If you remember, we will just put a button and directly make them click the button. Okay, I'm not going to write the name of the animal down. I'm just directly going to make them click the button. So I'm going to put 3 buttons here. So I'm going to put button 1, button 2 and button 3. Okay, so now you see slightly this button is going out, which is fine, it will come properly on your phone. Okay, now if you have 3 buttons, the easiest way to arrange these 3 buttons is, okay, just go to this button on the width. Okay, just say fill parent. Okay, don't even give the percentage, just say fill parent. Okay, now for the second button also put the same thing, say fill parent, not the height, the width. Okay, be careful, it's the width, say fill parent. For the third one also say width as fill parent. So now what this does is automatically this will become 33. Why? Because these 3 buttons together are filling the parent. Okay, so automatically they will align. Got it? Now I want to remove these text for buttons. So what I'll do, I go to button 1, I'm going to remove this text for button. I'm going to go to button 2, again remove text for button. I'm going to go to button 3, remove text for button. So now you see I have 3 blank buttons. Okay, now I need to make the width a little more. Okay, because this width, sorry, the height a little more, because this height is too less to put a picture. Okay, so first all these 3 buttons are inside a horizontal arrangement. So I have to go to the horizontal arrangement and make the width of the horizontal arrangement. So I just have 6 pictures, right? So even if I give a little space below, then and in between the 2 pictures, then I have so this can take 40%, this can take 40%. So I can put a height here of say 40% and see how it looks. Okay, now you see it's too long, right? So I can, just to give it a squarish feel, I can put 30%. Now let's see. Okay, so yeah, so this looks fine. Height of the horizontal arrangement I'm putting as 30%. Okay, now after that each of this, so the parent of this button is this horizontal arrangement. So now if I go to button and of the height of the button, if I just say fill the parent, okay, it's going to fill the size of the horizontal arrangement. So horizontal arrangement is 30%, this button will also become 30%. Okay, so same for the second button also, I'm just going to say fill the parent. Parent is horizontal arrangement, so it is going to fill it. Now the third one also I'm going to say in the height fill parent. So I'm going to get, see, I can put 3 images here and I have a horizontal arrangement like this. Okay, now the second thing is I want to make one more horizontal arrangement below which has got 6 pictures. So how will I do that? There is an easy method. Okay, so before you rename any component doing anything, come and click on this horizontal arrangement. Okay, so you should be clicked here in your keyboard. Okay, Control C. Okay, press what? Control, keep your control clicked and then C. What is Control C? Copy. Okay, once you copy, you will not get any this thing that has been copied or not, but you have to just keep it here and press Control C. Then after that go click on screen 1, because you want the new horizontal arrangement to appear on screen 1 only, right? So you keep it on screen 1 and then do a Control V. Okay, now you see what happens. There is a new horizontal arrangement, automatically it has come below looking just like this. Okay, so you have horizontal arrangement 1, horizontal arrangement 2. Okay, now suppose I want to give a space between these two horizontal arrangements. Okay, so what I need to do, so in the screen one, you remember you have to put control V. Okay, control V means paste, don't forget that. Okay, now here in between, if I want to give a space, okay, for creating extra space in App Inventor, you can use a blank label. Okay, blank label which people will not see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a label, I'm going to put it in between these two. Okay, I'm going to put it in between these two. Now if I remove the text here, okay, so I go to this label, and in the text of the label I'm going to delete this text for label 2. I delete. Okay, see now it becomes really small, but I want the height of the label to be a little more so that I have space. Okay, the width needn't be specified, that is okay. Now only the height of the label I'm just going to go and give, say for example 10 pixels. Okay, see now little bit, you want a little bit more space, you can increase this. So if you give 20 pixels, so now you see little more space. Okay, this green color line here, this only you can see, it will not be visible when you are testing the app. Okay, so this is just a blank label. See, if I click outside, this is gone, but the space is still there. If you want to still see the label and do something about it, just click here in the component label 2, then you can see this. Okay, similarly if you want to give space between these two also, you can use blank labels. In between these two also you can use blank labels. So like this you can use blank labels wherever you want. Okay, now I'm going to put the pictures for these buttons which I have created. Okay, so first I'm going to come to button 1. Now I have to choose a picture. So you come to the, in the button 1, you come to the image component. Okay, so now always remember image file means it will be JPG or PNG. Okay, MP3 is sound file, so you should not select that. You have to select the image file. So first one I have is cow.jpg. So I'm going to click cow.jpg and click OK. Don't click upload file, you have to click OK. So now you see cow image has come over here. Okay, immediately I'm going to rename this. Okay, I'm going to rename this button. I'm going to say, instead of button 1, I'm going to say this as cow space btn. Okay, so now what this will do, this will change as cow underscore button. Okay, so I have cow button. Now the second one I am going to go and create for button 2. I will put another one animal and then rename it as that animal. Okay, so I can just go here to button 2. I can go to images, choose an image. You have to look for a PNG or a JPEG file. So second one I have is dog. Okay, so I'm going to click OK. So now you see the dog image comes over here, and what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to go and rename this component. So you have to click on button 2, click on rename. You have to rename it as dog underscore btn. Click OK. Okay, similarly you can put another image in button 3 and you can rename it. So I will leave you to do the rest of the buttons. Okay, you can do it really very quickly. I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to start the video from there, so that there is not too much time spent on this video, but you have to do it yourself. Okay, so once you complete everything, yeah, so your project is going to look like this. So what I have done is I've just put all the images, so, and I have renamed the components. Okay, so please do this yourself. Now here I'm going to again rename this label 1. I'm just going to call it title label. Okay, so that you just don't get confused. I'm going to call it title label because this is the title animal sounds. Okay, this label 2 I'm not going to rename, it is just a spacer. Okay, to provide space, so I'm not going to rename this. I can give an instruction here, so I'm going to bring another label, put it, see, when you move this blue line, the blue line has to come in between this animal sounds and the first line, so you drop it, then it will come in the correct place. Okay, so if you by mistake drop it elsewhere, you can click and then you can drag this. Okay, by mistake if you move it, click and drag. Okay, if you are finding it difficult to do that also, delete the component and bring it again inside. Okay, so now I have put this label 2, because it's just below the label 3, just below the title label. I'm just going to give you instructions. So I'm going to say click the animals to hear their sounds. Okay, so I'm saying click the animals to hear their sounds. So now what I'm going to do is I have to give the sound files for each of these this ones, okay, the images. So for that I have to bring players. Okay, how many players I have to bring? I have to bring 6 players. Okay, so I go to media and I'm going to drag and drop 1 2 3 4 5 6 different players. So you see 6 players. Now first player we have to rename according to the animal. Okay, the first player I'm going to call it cow underscore player. Okay, like that you please rename all the players. I'll show you how it looks after we rename. I'm going to do it, so I want you also to do it. Okay, so see, I have renamed all the players. Okay, so once you finish, it's going to look like this. Now I'm going to put the media file. So go to the cow player, look at the source of the media file. See this source. So I'm going to go here and then choose a mp3 file. So the file is barkdog.mp3. Okay, so sorry, this is a cow, right? So I have to look for moo cow.mp3. Click OK. Now come to the dog player, choose the source. So for the dog, the source should be barkdog.mp3. So you should choose only mp3 files. Please don't choose JPEG files, okay, or PNG files. Elephant player should have elephant sound. So it is, if you see here, trumpet elephant mp3. For frog, it is where do I have the frog? Croaking frog.mp3. For goat it is where am I? Okay, bleed goat. Okay, and then for tiger it is growl tiger. Okay, so now I have chosen the source files for all these. Okay, so now we are going to go and write the code. Your designer is created, we will write the code. So I'm going to go to blocks. Okay, now I'm going to show you the remaining things you can easily finish. Okay, so the first thing which I'm going to do is the user is going to click any one button. Okay, so those are buttons which we have put. So I'm just going to go to the cow button, the first one, cow button, and I'm going to say when cow button dot click. Okay, what we should do, we should play the cow player. Okay, we should start the cow player. So I'm going to say call cow player start. Okay, when I start the cow player, if there is any other player playing, all of the others should stop. So what I should do, I should go dog player call stop. Okay, then elephant player dot stop, then frog player also stop, goat player also stop, and tiger player also stop. Okay, so now cow is done. For the others, same way you have to put. Okay, so just duplicate this. See, when two same buttons are brought in, you will see this X mark. Okay, so whenever in your project if you see X mark, that means you have brought this 2 times. Okay, it's a mistake. Anything can be brought in only once, you can't use it twice. Okay, so now what I need to do for this X mark to go is, if I click here, I'll see a list of all the buttons. So I'm going to choose dog button. Okay, for the dog button, I just need the dog player to start. So see this, only the dog player has to start. Now elephant, frog, goat player, this will all stop. Along with that, I also have to stop the cow player. So you see, for dog button, dog player will start, all the other players will stop. Okay, I'll show you one more and then I'm going to stop the video and do it. So you'll have to also do. The third one we have is elephant player. So I'm going to choose the elephant button dot click. Okay, which player has to start? Elephant player has to start. Cow player has to stop here. The dog player has to stop. Frog, goat, tiger, all this will stop. Okay, now I'm going to do the rest. I also want you to do it. Yeah, so see, I put the other 3 also. Be very careful. The one which you are clicking, that should only start. Rest of the ones should stop. Okay, so please check your codes carefully. If you make mistake in this, your project is not going to work. Okay, now if you want to just stop the sound for some reason, okay, you can also put a stop button. So let's do that. Let's go to designer. We have space here, so we can put a button. Just go to user interface, pull a button here. Okay, this text for button, you can just change the text. So come to the button one, come to the properties of this button, you can call this stop button. Okay, so in the text you can put a stop, and then what you can do is just rename this button, call this the stop btn, stop button. Okay, so here is stop. Now what I'm going to do is you can change the font size a little to make it little bigger, say 20 or something. Yeah, nice. Now what we'll do is we'll go and code this button. So come to blocks, and now since you have this stop button here, come down, you have to come to stop button. You have to say when stop button dot click. Okay, what you have to do, you just have to stop all the players. Okay, all these players. So instead of going to any player and choosing all the players for the stop button, if you come down, so see here the built-in components, and you have the screen 1 components. Below that you have something called any component. You see this any component. In that any component I have something called any player. Okay, so I'm going to click on any player. I can just put this call player stop for component. Sorry, no, let's not use this, it's confusing. Let's just go to each player and put a stop. Okay, so that's used for a different purpose. So we'll just go to every player, we'll just bring the stop buttons for every player. So whichever player it is, if you touch the stop button, it's going to stop. Frog. Okay, put all the 6 players, just call the stop button. Tiger and stop. Okay, so now you see you have all the codes. Okay, now what you can do is just go on top, connect to AI companion, and you should have a working app, and the designer of the app should look like this. Okay, so please try this at home and let me know if it's working or not in the next class. Bye.